The Exorcism in Poyang Lake. As the sun dipped below the western horizon, the surface of Poyang Lake lay still as a mirror, its waters reflecting the distant mountains painted in deep ink-like hues, with fishing boats scattered across the expanse. Yet beneath this serene facade lurked a secret centuries old, a malevolent black fish spirit that had haunted the lake for 500 years, frequently disrupting and destroying vessels that dared to cross its domain. On that fateful day, Mr. Sh, a merchant traveling aboard his passenger ship, was navigating through the center of the lake when the sky abruptly darkened. A violent gust of black wind surged from the depths, churning the lake into towering waves several meters high. From the crest of one such wave emerged a colossal black fish, its gaping maw as wide as a stone mortar, shooting a jet of water high into the air. The boatman cried out, "Master, something is amiss." The wind, before he could finish, a monstrous wave engulfed Mr. Sh, pulling him beneath the surface and into the jaws of the beast. 10 years passed. Shu Jicheng, Mr. Shu's son, had since amassed great wealth and become a prominent figure in the region. Each year on the anniversary of his father's death, he would kneel before his father's memorial tablet, tears welling in his eyes, vowing, "Father, your son shall surely avenge you." This unrelenting desire for retribution burned within him like an eternal flame. Having accumulated sufficient resources, Shu Jicheng journeyed to Longhu Mountain, bearing lavish offerings. He knelt humbly before the aging celestial master, whose hair and beard were entirely white. In a frail voice, the elder said, "To subdue demons and spirits, one must possess pure qi and righteous intent. Alas, I am old and weak. My time is short. I fear I cannot assist you directly." He coughed weakly, guilt flickering in his gaze. "Yet your filial devotion moves me deeply. Though I may not live to see it fulfilled, I shall entrust this mission to my beloved son." True to his word, the old celestial master passed away a year later, succeeded by his son. Shu Jicheng returned to seek audience once more. The young celestial master regarded him solemnly. "I have not forgotten my father's final wish. The black fish spirit has dwelled in Poyang Lake for 5 centuries and wields formidable power. Though I possess sacred talismans and incantations, success will require the aid of one born with a rare spiritual constitution." From an ancient wooden chest, the celestial master retrieved a bronze mirror, its surface glowing with a faint bluish light. He handed it to Shu Jicheng with reverence, saying, "Use this mirror to observe others. Should you see 3 shadows where there ought to be one, return to me at once." Armed with the mirror, Shu Jicheng traversed Jiangxi province. Thousands passed before the mirror, each casting only a single shadow. Despair began to take hold until one day he arrived at a remote village. In the courtyard of the Yang family, he observed a child of about 7 or 8 at play. When the mirror was turned toward the boy, 3 distinct shadows appeared behind him. Shu Jicheng trembled with excitement. "At last, I have found him." The celestial master dispatched envoys bearing generous gifts to the Yang household. The parents, humble farmers living in poverty, were astonished yet overjoyed to learn that their son had been chosen by the celestial master. The envoy explained gently, "Your son possesses extraordinary spiritual aptitude, a prodigy unmatched in our time. The celestial master wishes to take him as a disciple." Though reluctant to part with their child, they consented, believing it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. By the shores of Poyang Lake, the celestial master erected a ritual altar. Incense smoke coiled into the sky as scriptures were chanted in solemn unison. After days of meticulous preparation, the boy, Xiaoyang, radiated vitality, his complexion rosy and his eyes bright as stars. Dressed in a golden threaded robe and adorned with a ceremonial sword, he blinked innocently and asked, "Master, what are we to do?" A fleeting look of sorrow crossed the celestial master's face as he replied softly, "To rid the people of harm." In an instant, while the child was distracted, the celestial master thrust him into the lake. The young parents cried out in anguish, "Our son! Celestial master, give back our child!" Calmly, the master clasped his hands and smiled, Fear not, benefactors. Your son shall return unharmed. The lake erupted violently, thunder rolling like war drums. With a deafening crack, a massive column of water shot skyward from the lake's center. There stood the boy, holding aloft the lifeless body of the giant black fish, poised atop the wave, as if descending from heaven. Miraculously, his clothes remained dry, and his expression was tranquil, as though he had merely awakened from a peaceful slumber. The celestial master ordered attendants to bring the boy ashore. All who gathered around marveled in silence. For miles in every direction, the lake waters ran crimson, the final testament to the 5-century-old demon's demise. Back in the village, villagers surrounded the child, eager with questions. Little Yang, what was it like beneath the water? How did you defeat the monster? Blinking his large, clear eyes, the boy replied simply, I think I had a good sleep. I wasn't afraid. I dreamed of a mighty general in golden armor. He placed this big fish in my hands and lifted me upon a great wave. As for the rest, I don't remember clearly. Upon hearing the news, Xu Zhesheng rushed to his father's grave. Kneeling before the tombstone, he wept uncontrollably. Father, your son has finally avenged your death. The demon that took your life has been vanquished. May your soul rest in peace in the heavens. From that day forward, Poyang Lake knew peace. No more spirits disturbed its waters. Fishermen cast their nets in safety. Merchants sailed freely, and the lakeside communities flourished.